middle of summer and it feels like it's been a busier than normal July, going on a lot of appointments and having buyer clients take action on purchases, which leads us into the topic of today's video, the July residential real estate stats across Bay of Quinte and Prince Edward County. So we might as well get right into the data. New listings. Belleville had 162 new listings come to the market in July. That's one more than June and up 22.7% from last July. Over the last 10 years, I could find of new listing data, this is the highest we've seen in a July ever recorded. Quinte West had 110 new listings. That's down from the June numbers, but up 3.4% from last July. Despite being down from the June numbers, mirroring Belleville, this is the highest July numbers we've ever seen in Quinte West as far as new listings go. Prince Edward County had 120 new listings come to the market, which is down 14.2% from last July, where we saw 140 new listings come to the market. Although we're down from last year, this is kind of a base year effect because of the elevated levels we saw in Prince Edward County all throughout 2023. Across the board, there's a definite trend of more inventory on the market in Belleville, Quinte West, and Prince Edward County, with the new listing count over the first half of this year ticking up and sales volume not keeping up, resulting in rising inventory levels. So over the past 2, 3, 4 months, we haven't seen number of sales keep up with new listings. Let's get into the number of sales to see if this month we're turning a corner or if we're going to continue to see these rising inventory levels. Segueing into number of sales, we saw 77 sales happen in the month of July in Belleville. That mirrors the June numbers exactly and is up 26.2% from last July, reflecting that this surge in new inventory is being absorbed by a greater sales volume, which we didn't see in the last 3 or 4 months. So good to see in Belleville. Inventory levels will remain quite flat. 66 sales were recorded in Quinte West. That's up 61% from last July. Busy month in Quinte West. This is the busiest July ever recorded, surpassing the record July sales volume by 11 transactions. We saw 37 sales in Prince Edward County. That's down 7.5% from last July. The county continues to struggle with sales volume. Only 2 months this year, we've seen the 2024 sales outperform the 2023 sales. And there's rising inventory levels in the county. A lot of homes are sitting on the market. Homes that are selling are taking a little bit longer. So, my opinion, full-on buyer's market in Prince Edward County. It's not to say that homes aren't selling. Things are still selling. Things are still selling in multiple offers. But my opinion, that's a buyer's market in the county, whereas the other two, Belleville and Quinte West, still remain quite balanced. Last but not least, median sale price. So this is where we'll compare year-over-year numbers and year-to-date numbers from the start of this year. So starting with Belleville, median sale price is down 6.4% year-over-year and 2.1% year-to-date, sitting at $510,000, which continues the trend of lower-priced homes being the bulk of the transactions taking place in Belleville. Quinte West follows a similar trend with median sale price down 5.8%, coming in at $518,000. It's actually up 5.2% from the beginning of this year, so the year-to-date numbers, but this was a base year effect because the January numbers came in quite low. So bulk of the transactions taking place in Belleville and Quinte West are hovering around that lower price point number, right around that $500K number. Whereas I spoke to him before, that $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 market, there's a little bit more inventory in there, and homes are taking a little bit longer to sell, actually a lot longer to sell. So despite the rising inventory levels in Prince Edward County, median sale price is still much higher than these other two markets, coming in at $700,000 for the month of July, which is up 2.9% and 15.2% year over year and year to date, respectively. This number is higher, obviously, due to the nature of properties in Prince Edward County being estate-style properties, waterfront properties. So yes, the median sale price is higher, but it shows that people are still spending money in the county, and it's not just lower priced homes that are transacting. Like, just as an example, last week we were in multiple offers on a place in Prince Edward County for $1.3 million. There's 3 offers on it. So people are still spending money in the county, just less transactions taking place and more inventory. So more homes for people to choose from, which gives buyers more options. All in all, With rising inventory levels over the past 3 to 4 months and sales volume not really keeping up, the July market feels a lot more balanced, not just on this data and stat side, but just in our general day-to-day business. Feels like market sentiment has definitely improved after Bank of Canada's second consecutive rate cut. Now, this is just 1 month of data. It could be us turning a corner. It could just be a blip on the radar. So time will tell. Definitely have to see the August numbers and see how they reflect things, because August is historically slow. If we're seeing a big uptick in sales volume in August, you know that people are getting a little bit excited about the market and have a little bit more confidence. And then obviously stats, not just on the real estate side, but on the economy side, will dictate what's happening on now Bank of Canada's highly anticipated rate announcement in September. They're going to cut rates again in September. That's definitely going to improve market sentiment just in general. So is it a blip in the radar? Are we turning a corner? Time will tell. But that's it for this week's market stats and update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned next week for a new video.